A common question when you're buying a house is how long does the process take? And what we're talking about is the timeline from when you go under contract to when you are at the closing table and the home becomes yours. In a general sense, this process takes about 30 days. Right now, with the current housing environment that we're in, it's taking a little bit longer, and so I wanted to walk through the three main components of what sets that timeline. The first main component is underwriting. Underwriting is the review and approval of all the components of the loan. Your income, employment, assets, and then property details. Property details meaning insurance, appraisal, and then title work. Typically, each time that an underwriter is working on your file, it's going to be about a 24 to 72 hour review time. So the appraisal is where there is an opinion of value that's given by a professional appraiser. The order for that appraisal is typically placed anywhere between 1 to maybe about 3 to 4 days after you go under contract. Once that order is placed and accepted, we're seeing anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks for that report to be returned. Obviously, that longer timeline is not preferred, but that's just a fact of the market that we're in and the capacity that appraisers are at right now. Keep in mind as well that once that appraisal's in, it does then also still have to be reviewed by underwriting at that 24 to 72 hour turn time frame. The third component that sets the timeline is title work. That is where the attorney or the title company does a title search of the home to make sure that the title is free and clear and the sellers can sell the home. Typically, once that order is placed, again, about 1 to 3 days after you go under contract, that order takes about 2 to 3 weeks to be returned to us as the lender, to then also be reviewed and approved by underwriting. It is still very possible to close within 30 days, but we need to have that conversation before you go under contract to make sure that the timeline that is set out in the contract is reasonable for your scenario, for your loan type, to make sure that all parties are on the same page and that it can be a smooth process.